Hello dear students. So we have seen till now how Derry thought that Mr. Lamb was afraid of Derry, but Lamb says, no, not the whole of you, not of you. Derry, yes. Now, he says, no, not the whole of you, means that particular part, that burnt face, that might be frightening, but Mr. Lamb says that he is not afraid of Derry, not afraid of the whole of Derry. Derry is not only that burnt face that appears frightening. Derry is the whole. All his limbs, his spirit, his mind, his emotion, all taken together is Derry. And then he says that he is not afraid of the whole of him. No, he is not afraid of Derry. Derry insists, says yes. Mr. Lamb ignores this and says later on, when it's a bit cooler, I will get the ladder and a stick and pull down those crab apples. They are ripe for it. Means they are ripe for pulling down. I make jelly. It's a good time of year, September. Look at them. Orange and golden. That's magic fruit. Orange and golden. This refers to the color. That's magic fruit. I often say, but it's best picked and made into jelly. You could give me a hand. He says that after some time when it gets cooler, he would start pulling the crab apples down, those crab apples that are ripe, he would start pulling them down. And if he wanted, Derry could lend a hand to him, Derry could help him in doing that. Derry, what have you changed the subject for? People always do that. Why don't you ask me? Why do you do what they all do and pretend it's not true and it's not there, isn't there? In case I see you looking and mind and get upset, I'll tell you, don't ask me because you are afraid to. Now he was talking about his burnt face. He was telling that it appeared frightening, that Derry himself was frightened when he saw his face in a mirror. And now Mr. Lamb had changed the subject that when it's cooler he would start pulling the ripe crab apples and that Derry could lend him a helping hand. And then Derry says that, why the change of the subject? Derry says that people do that because they are afraid and so they don't talk about it, they change the subject. And so is doing Mr. Lamb. Why doesn't he talk about it? Why doesn't he ask about it? This is because he is afraid. So he says, I will tell you, don't talk me because you are afraid. Mr. Lamb, you want me to talk? Ask, say so, then say. Mr. Lamb says that if he wants him to ask about it, he is ready. Say then. Well, I don't like being with people, any people. Mr. Lamb, I should say to look at it, I should say, you got burned in a fire. He says that having looked at his face, Mr. Lamb says that he could guess that Derry got burnt in a fire. Not in a fire, Derry says. Not in a fire. I got acid all down that side of my face and it burned it all away. It ate my face up. It ate me up. And now it is like this, and it won't ever be any different. He says that it wasn't fire. Derry says it was acid. Acid fell all over there and burnt his face. He says acid ate his face up. He further says acid ate him up, and in the whole life it would never get whole again. It would never be as it was again. It won't ever be any different. Mr. Lamb, no. Derry, are not you interested? Mr. Lamb, you are a boy who came into the garden. Plenty do. I am interested in anybody, anything. There is nothing God made that doesn't interest me. Look over there, over beside the far wall. What can you see? Derry, rubbish. Mr. Lamb, rubbish? Look where? Look, what do you see? There is just grass and stuff, weeds. Now what are weeds? You have learned that weeds are undesirable plants that grow. So it is weeds, but Mr. Lamb says some call them weeds. If you like, then a weed garden that. There is fruit and there are flowers and trees and herbs, all sorts. But over there, weeds. I grow weeds there. Now we will start from this in our next session. Thank you.